Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Quick check, do we have transcoding? We do, fantastic. Time for a little bit of the social mediaing. Yes, it is. When everything gets going, yes, there we go. So we're hearing good RTX goodness. Yes, we were testing yesterday. Great performance boost over a 980. So if you're sat on a 1060 or a 980 and wondering whether it's time to maybe jump ship, it probably is. You know, depending. If well, depending on a lot of things, really. Whether you need one. Like 99% of the time, I'm just playing Anarchy online, and you don't need much. I mean, 780 would do, except that's no longer supported by NVIDIA. But if you play anything else like Cyberpunk, Witcher 3, any of the new games coming out, you probably might want to. Lemon Lemon, welcome to the stream. He said, stumbling over pronouncing any of that. Savik, welcome to the stream. Yes, I've just been looking over, doing a bit of a appraisal of where we're at with the tune. Social mediaing done. We've got transcoding. KP Alexander, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So yes, all is going well. A Void 2099, welcome to the stream. Gamma from the Discord, welcome on in to the stream. Yeah, so I was looking, I've got all of Spec 3 because we did the Adonis Brain Quest yesterday, thanks to Siljar Russell. Check posture, I'm sat perfectly upright, get lost. But thank you. Yeah, Canny story, yes. A late congrats on the new card. Well, yes, and a thank you to all the subscriptions, donations, etc. because I saved them all up, and that's how I got the card. So, yeah. Savik, you understand French so well. I don't, I'm afraid. I really don't. I did a bit in school, and I've never really used it since. So, you know. And welcome to another episode of Let's Build a Noob with Style. Yes. Okay, now we've got those spec books. I didn't have spec 1. Fantastic beard, my god. It is the beard of Win. Wisdom whiskers. Yeah, I was clean shaven up until, I don't know, like 3 years ago-ish, and then because all my whiskers had gone silver anyway, I didn't really bother. And then, you know, we had all the lockdown, I just let it grow a little bit, and then in 2020, I started streaming. At tail end, I got a webcam, and everyone said, don't you dare cut that beard. So I have trimmed it a couple of times, but yeah. You look pro with that heavy note and tank on. I had it on yesterday as well. Need to trim the moustache. I keep dipping it in drinks and things, so that needs a bit of a trim. Oh, you only saw the Cyberpunk part. I saw when I was editing that you said goodbye, and I missed it. All right, so that's spec 1, so it's only spec 2 I need to farm. I will get spec other thing from doing the Penzan quest eventually, I assume. I'm going to bump log and give myself PNH, I think. Also, we've got some nice donations. Oh, can I do this thing? Let's have a look. Combat and healing. 903 cents from 464. Can we get to that? I've been neglecting my base abilities. One more level and then I'll put the Add All Death implant in, I think. I had rats, which isn't difficult, so we'll run off and do that. Yeah, I'm splitting the... I should have restarted the stream when I changed games, really, but yeah. Because there's... there's a lot of Fs and Jeffs in Cyberpunk. And, you know, it's an adult game. It's aimed at, 18 plus. Which is fine, but when it comes to YouTube being okay with it, you've got to be careful. So I'm going to split it and have the Cyberpunk bit on its own. I wish I'd just paused the stream, for like 10 seconds and restarted it, because it would have created two separate VODs instead of me having to split them and wait for YouTube to figure it out. So I've got rats, that's relatively painless. 5 or 6 minutes work. Yeah, I've played a bit more Cyberpunk. When you're in the city with high population density, it does drop the frame rate a bit. But it's still, it just looks so good. I spent nearly an hour just walking around when the first time I realised it was dark. And I was walking down by the docks watching the moon reflecting in the... Oh, God, it's just so pretty. And then trying to remember where I could find things in the game, Kind of wiki-walking a bit. Because I wasn't doing like a serious playthrough where you go in blind and all the rest of it, because, I've already done a load of those. So, yeah. And then started installing mods and having fun. Like, what if you've got as many credits as you want? Eddies. You got as many eddies as you want. And all that kind of silliness. But yeah, even so, yeah, it just looked amazeballs. Blondies, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I got a lot of buffs running at the moment. But yeah, I need to level up and do base abilities. Also, I should do the left or the east side of the Elysium quests, which I think gives you another couple of the spec books, or one more spec book, and quite a lot of XP, because I think those ones lock at 150. Xeon Shrimp checkpost. I'm sat up straight. Stop it, you lot. Hydrate for Xeon Shrimp. Hydrate for 100, yes. I can't sit up any more straight in this chair, otherwise I'd fall forwards out of it. Shrimp saluting, welcome on in. I got... No, I haven't. Come on. Where are you? I do have an XP bonus running somewhere. Minor experience boost. Oh, yeah, I was going to say it should overwrite. Yeah, so a few things to do. Going to put that implant in, which is going to be better than, well, that. That one's got Matamet strength and add all death for 130, so. They don't make a 3060 reference card. So the one I got is Palliot? However you pronounce. Oop, that. I'm still rocking my 1080 Ti. It's a good card. That one's faster though, believe it or not. 1080's a chonker of a card, but the 30 series is faster, especially in DX12 games and such. So going forward, you'd be turning settings down more and more. That's what I found with the 980. In regular rasterized games, it was fine. 980 could handle it. It was worthy. But then, you know, like Witcher 3, it was okay, but not at 1440p, and then all the rest of it. And then, you know, you get to, you know, like Cyberpunk, and it just tanked. It just couldn't do it. It was potato mode. Even in, mind you, Cyberpunk in potato mode still looks bloody amazing. It's just Cyberpunk with all the toys looks a lot better. You killed 90 roller rats. Okay, we're nearly done with this. No, 1080 Ti is it's not a redundant card anymore. But yeah. It's only the newer sort of stuff that I want to play. Metro Exodus, things like that it'll run that okay, but you can't have the ray tracing. Once you've seen ray tracing on your own monitor and you're walking around the world and it's well implemented, it's kind of, you just don't want to turn it off, you know? It's so weird. There's a quality to the light that's just really, it's hard to sort of explain it really, but yeah, there's a quality to the light that is the way the light works that you've really got to start pixel peeping to try and understand what is different. But when you see it on the screen and you move around, you go, oh god, yeah. They killed 100 roller rats. Goodbye. Right, we'll hand this in. But no, I mean, if I could have got a 1080 for reasonable money, I'd have probably gone that route. But I just thought, well, you're buying a, you know, if you could buy a brand new one, yeah. But I wouldn't buy a second-hand card because you just don't know, unless you know who you've bought it off. You don't know the history of the card, you know. Has someone had it and cranked the snot out of it? Has it been in a crypto farm somewhere, you know, with no airflow? And, you know what I mean? Second-hand market is a risk, always, but hey. And for AO, it makes almost no difference. I mean, the only real difference I could find was I can turn on ray tracing, which isn't using the RT cords on the card, and it doesn't really affect performance on the new engine, which is a bit weird. But going from a 980 to a 3060 is a big difference. It's like 2.5 times the performance in like Time Spy, Port Royale, you know, Firestrike, anything, any benchmark, it was more than 2 times better. And then in games, like I'll tell you one thing, AO runs for, it's, you know, like there's just no mouse lag. It's so sharp. It's like you're on the vanilla engine. Sav, can you, Halleck, welcome to the stream. Sav, can you ninja recruit my crat to be a netral spy? Zor. If you've got a 1080 Ti, you could probably sit on that and get the new 4000 series when it comes out. I would say, probably. And 3080 Ti is like 2K here in Sweden. Oh yeah. It's 1,200 quid here. This was, you know, 400. More what you'd expect to pay for a gaming card, you know. mean, the price of graphics cards has been particularly, like, ridiculous for quite a while. What do I want to do? I wanted to do this. To sense. There was something else I wanted to put on and I couldn't. I needed more psychic, I think. I can't remember what the hell it was. There was something I wanted to put on yesterday and I couldn't do it. Well, I need the sense now. Lady Sky Cannon, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Look at that there. Not much left over, is there? Max out the run speed. Trade and repairs. Not really. We can cast into better. What do I want to... They're capped. I think I'm going to do this one just on base ability, so I'm going to put the rest in psychic there. And then put the add death implant in. Emph is now 220. Oh, I missed you, ding. Never mind. Sense 464, I thought I did that. God damn it. What's on that? +3. Damn you. Have to do the pistols again, but never mind. It was like 6:30 in the AM. My God. But did you get up and get your dailies done nice and early? You will hate or love the sound also. Okay. Okay. Did you make it into something, or is it just... Okay. I didn't hate it, but just like what you put... Sounds like walking on seashells. Yeah, is it one of those ASMR things or something? Right, there you go, that's on. You can... No. You can go back in the bank. Don't need that anymore. What were these? Quality one? No, don't want those. That was like a weird sex toy, to be honest. It's a multi-layered foam ball of some sort. That's all I could get from that. Weird sex toy. Oh, dear. Chat, behave. 600 dual wield. Have I put my pillow away? Yes, I did. Excuse me. As the saying goes, everything is a sex toy. And being polite if you're brave enough. Oh, there we go. First crash I've ever had. First time AO's crashed on the 3060. It was bound to happen eventually. Asking chat to behaving is like asking chat for a solution while working on some computer code. Well, yeah. Something like that, yeah. Okay, we're back. Is thingy going to work? I did some Naretva on the Enforcer, which was fun. Okay, we did that. We handed that in. Alien Agency, let's hand that in. And while I think of it... Ah, there we go. Just long enough on the wrangles. Right, okay. And I've got the 141, what was it, Commando one? Yeah, Commando. We'll throw that on today as well. Get the spec books done. Mission complete, sir. Goodbye. Oh, I should have killed one of the aliens. Are the special edition pistols worth it? I don't think they are over dogs, are they? I think dogs are just better pistols anyway. Is that right? What did you order now, Savik? Let's have a look. They said it would come in discreet packaging. Okay. That's pretty funny. Bona, it's morning wood. Sunrise. Oh, you're terrible, you guys. Dogs are loads better. Yeah, I thought they were. From memory, I just remember they kind of are, so. Well, damn, I thought that mission would ding the tune, but no, it did not. Tyler, are you up? Nope. What have we got to tidy up before we leave Rubicar? Oh, down. Oh, I suppose, yeah, go finish this daily off before everything in it turns grey. Oh, PNH as well. PNH. Sav, have you got an NT handy? Don't worry if you haven't on bump log. But if you've got one, That would be good. You do? Where? Newland? We'll clan one even, I'll come to you. Well, I'm going to Borealis. So... I should have enough space. Yeah, Vulpu donated a bunch of bits and pieces as well. Okay, treatment buff off. Prison guard. No, there's been a breakout. Alright, his father. Then we've got book. What have I actually got? Book 1. Book 3. Nuclear meanie. Thank you very big, Sav. Right, Den Adamant Hounds. This is the mid one. I should be doing the Ravs and such by now. Yeah, let's get them done before they actually turn grey. Leveling Saddam fast. I've got the bigger versions of the... I haven't got enough NCU to fit them in, I don't think. Iron Circle can go. Can I get one in there? Get one. Critical increase 18. Yay. Plus 178 add all death for a short period. I see a tall character in AO, right, I think right away. That's Savik. Yes. Otherwise they look like I normally do. Yeah, the same face. So I kind of went, that's the face for me. It was the end of it. Calm all the trash we don't want. Concentrating here, got so many toys to play with. There was a guy just behind me as well, so I'm kind of mindful not to make a bloody great big mess for him to deal with, like someone did with me in here yesterday. That was like, no. Lord of the Aggro. I'm good. I've been playing my new Advi. Beep. 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 A microwave oven comedic. Don't get it. Sorry. I mean, it's funny everyone joined in and also typed things, but more than that, I don't know. Probably some reference that I'm unaware of. Eluding me. It's a Spotify playlist. I get it even less now. It's different songs named Okay. And here they are with their brand new signal. The name of the songs in order make the sounds of a microwave. Mine doesn't make sounds like that. It just goes until it finishes and then goes ping. I guess you've got to have the right microwave. Kind of like this. Let's have a look. Time to order pizza. Hello? Pizza place. I'd like one pizza, please. Give me your weakest delivery boy. I won't settle for less. We've got a score to settle. Well, I know the song Hello. Maybe you've got to know all the material for it to be funny. I don't know. Smuggler pilots. A musical microwave. Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, Oz makes no interesting sounds like that one. It's not easy being green, but it's the trade of life. I have that playlist, okay? Yeah, the older I get, there's less music, or there's more music that I've never heard, you know. The trader's struggle is real. Yeah, I mean, I don't listen to rave music, I don't listen to dub thing, I don't listen to rap. I don't listen to hardcore. You know, there's just loads of music I don't actually listen to, but there is a lot of music I do listen to that maybe some of you don't, and that's okay. My thing with music is if you can't sing the tune after hearing it, then, you know, I probably wouldn't like it. I mean, you know, the last song that surprised me was, I would not have thought I'd really miss or know all the words to as soon as I heard it, and it was a Danny Kaye number with what were they called? Was it the Beverly Sisters? It's one of the songs they use in Fallout 4 and Fallout 3, etc. Did you see the Rammstein Deutschland video? I didn't watch all of it. But yeah, it was cool. I thought the one about, you know, fake celebrities was quite funny. Quite dark, but hey, it is truth. It's a nice, well-made video, if you're asking me. Okay. Yeah. Data technician, prepare to die. Yeah, I like lots of different things, but I don't like everything. Simple explanation. I mean, if you can remember the tune and the words, it's probably a good song. Not always, though, because there's those earworms that you just can't not get stuck in your head. Yep, humans like different things, yeah. The trouble with being a trained musician is when you listen to something, you can't not hear how it's made. Do you know what I mean? And if you've done lots and lots of studio work and recording, you can't not hear how something might have been manipulated. So it can take, you know, it can add joy to music. It can also take some of the innocence and joy out of music as well. Like, I listen to some things and go, oh right, yeah, it's just a 4-chord song. Everyone's got one of those, you know. It's like, I've heard this 1,000 times before. The Fraggle Rock song. Yeah. I remember seeing a couple of episodes, maybe. That's about it, but I get the reference. Oh, I hear you like debuffs. Have some of mine. Come and sing along. Da 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 da. A little call and response thing, you know, so children can join in easily. It's the first sort of music we listen is call and response. Nothing wrong with that, you know. Oh, someone's having fun. Pulling all the ads on themselves. I think he was after one thing and he got 50 others. Don't know where the guy is, but hey, try and help out, you know? And when you try and help out, you end up with everybody else's aggro. It's wonderful. Tabbing is completely missing that one mob. Well done. Okay. Yeah, it is a catchy little song, yeah. It's very reminiscent of "It's time to start the music. It's time to light the lights." Hey T.O. Derry, welcome to the stream. It's time to get things started on the Muppet Show tonight. Bum bum bum. There's a new earworm for you. Why do we always come here? I guess we'll never know. It's like a kind of torture to have to watch this show. Bum 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 bum. This week I got my first toon that doesn't need XP anymore. The old men in it, yeah. They were always good. Always funny. Remember all the various characters. It was a cracking little sketch show, The Muppet Show. You know, it shouldn't have worked, but it did. It's really good in that regard, you know, it's kind of very cool. Yeah, the characters are they're surprisingly well fleshed out and interesting, yeah. We've got as far as we can on some thingy investment. You know, hostile takeover, we'll start capping that now. May bring it back. It's not always a good idea to bring things back, would be my thing. Do something new. You know, a lot of the people involved that made the show good, you know, are not with us anymore. So, you know, nostalgia sells, but it also stifles creativity. So, you know, just saying. People say music's so homogenized and same-ish these days. Well, you know, it's record companies. You know, they want to flip burgers for you. I've said this several times, but it's true. Take a risk on a new band that are doing music differently, or, you know, keep regurgitating the same old crap. In the days of old, you know, 60s, 70s and 80s, and to an extent in the 90s, record companies were run by businessmen that didn't know the first thing about music. So if they saw that kids were listening to stuff, listening to bands in live shows, they go, hey, we'll sign you. I don't know what the hell you're doing, but the kids like it. And that's our market, so we'll record it and sell it for you. I'm far more nostalgic for gems of an era that are lesser known than the songs that got huge. Yeah. I'm going to go into YouTube and watch The Muppet Show. Probably can. Someone must be still not supplying it. Some network must still show it, so... Turns out we're going to go Safe and Pistols on my new dock, or MBC. I always love that look. Oh, well, there you go. Pistol docks are boring, says ITO Derry. They're also very effective. But you can do anything on dock. You're never going to be Big DD, so, you know, have fun. ITO Derry this is his third dock, one on each account. All right. One hand blunt for the win. Kiddies love that mumble rap. Yeah, but that's You know, that's the pot noodle of music. It's trash. It's junk food. But I'm not a boomer. Gen X, mate. Yeah, Generation X. 1965 till 1980. Generation X. That's me. I'm Gen X. Billy Idol. All the stuff in the 80s. Yeah, Generation X. The generation that really, really did nothing for anyone. Yeah, but we did the 80s goth revival thing. Synth pop. All the stuff in the 90s is Gen X. The kids under 24, everyone's a boomer. Well, I guess accuracy isn't a thing for people under 24. I mean, you can go around and miscategorize someone. It doesn't really change the person. It just means you're ignorant. You know, it's not a problem for me. There's different Gen Z. There was Gen Z that grew up with the internet and a Gen Z that had their childhood without it. Or millennial even. Yeah, you're born in 86, so yeah, you're early millennial, which means when you were a kid, you had things like Game Boys and things like that. But you didn't have the modern internet and mobile phones that they've got now. Yeah, 72, that makes you a Gen X. You're slightly later Gen X than me, but Gen X. You will hear this without... even if you unmute it. Yeah, I couldn't remember it actually. I will share with the class without hearing it. A weird thing to be popular. Daylights, welcome to the stream. Are you in 160p land? If so, hello, good evening. You can get rid of earworms though, they're not fatal. You know, you just need another earworm to get rid of them. You know, a preferable earworm is the answer. I got a cell phone in 93. 95 I got one. Or it might have been 96, 97. It did texting, paging. Big bloody great thing like that. With a big old battery on it. But it was bulletproof. And you could play a limited number of notes on it. So we would figure out how to play tunes on it. Do you know how to get rid of it? What you do is you go on Google and you type centerfold and then watch the YouTube video. That'll clear most earworms. Daylight's donated.
Friday Food Fund.
For $50. Thank you very much. Friday Food Fund. Thank you very big, sir. Once again. Much appreciated. You're a veteran in one of these rooms. Aha! There he is. I remember the first time I heard that song, God, I couldn't get enough of it. Just thought, what a brilliant song. Oh, yeah. That is an awesome, awesome song. Sorry, but it is. It's my blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. My angel is the centerfold. So this guy's got some girl in school. He's put her on a pedestal. He thinks she's an angel, or a fairy tale princess. And then he's flicking through his mate's grot mags, and suddenly there she is. She's the centerfold. Copyrighted the whole video. Yeah. Yeah, but go listen to it. Hang on, I will share the link with the class. Hang on, let me just mute everything other than me, just in case. You might get an ad on it, but you know. I know it's muted, so... Right, so that should not have gone anywhere. We should be safe. Yeah, if you got an earworm from Badger or whatever it was and Fraggle Rock, go listen to that. That'll clear the earworm out for you. Bit of classic pop rock. Top shelf kind of mat. Yeah. You know, I don't want to advertise them by reading out the names or giving you some of the names. Playboy would be one of them, you know. A what mag, grot mag. It's a British expression. I can certainly tell you have a new video card. The stream is just so much smoother. Yeah, I was saying this yesterday, that everything seems smoother. Crazy Frog. That started off as one of the early memes on the internet, and it was just a picture of a Formula One car and someone going like that in the background. That's the first time I saw that, in the 90s. And then the next thing you know, it's this frog. Someone's nicked the idea, made it a frog. Yeah, the game, everything does feel smoother, but you've got a new... Oh, that's pretty. Doesn't normally do that. We can see the skybox, everyone. The artificial skybox. The sky's just there, I can touch it. Oh no, I zoned. There's a difference, I think. That's an older article. Yeah, I'll show you here. So I use the NVENC encoding because there's a built-in hardware encoding built onto 600 series onwards. So like I had a 680, it worked on that, Shadow Play, all that kind of stuff. The 7 GT980, the Pascal series, so the 10 series cards had it. Turing had it, which is the 20 series. Or was it Turing? I can't remember what the names are. And then what are we on now with? Hang on. Pascal, Turing. Yeah, Pascal, Turing, Ampere, I think. Yeah, the 30 series is Ampere. So it's got a new, you know, each generation's got a better and better NVENC encoder. And I remember here, it was a little bit part of the decision to get this, which was, well, hang on, you know, oh, actually, let's go to Adonis and get a Doja. Thanks for making me feel old. That was peak aughts, Crazy Frog. On MTV as a proper song. I worked at sanitation garbage collection. I almost dislocated my shoulder pulling a wheelie bin that was filled to the brim with grot max. Yeah. The hell kind of collection in 2020. I know. I think someone was maybe clearing out old stuff. It was a ringtone, circa 35% of the population. Yeah, not me. All my phones have the same ringtone. Ring, 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 ring. That's it. That's all I ever said it to. If I can make it go ring, ring, it will go ring, ring. No, you're not so keen now. Yeah, I wanted to get a Doja. That'll finish the freelancers off. You want a ringtone with me saying ring, ring. Hang on then. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. There you go. You can sample that now. It's clean. There's no game in the background. Do you want a sardonic one as well? Hang on. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. There you go. Got a new job, honey. Oh, yeah. I do ringtones now. Yeah, everyone had, it was a piece of classical, it was a phrase in classical music. Diddle-da, diddle-da-da. Whatever that was. I don't know what the musical piece is. I think it's a piece of, gothic or classical music. Everybody's Dead, Dave. Can't quite do an impression of him. It's got this soft, east of London sort of accent, that guy. It's very funny. Brilliant comedian. Pretty hard to take off, though. Everyone's dead, Dave. What? Even so-and-so and so-and-so? Everyone. Everyone's dead, Dave. Everyone's dead. They're all dead. Everyone is dead, Dave. Yeah, the way he says it is him. It's really, really hard to try and copy. I make ringtones with my voice now. It's cold outside. There's no kind of atmosphere here. I'm all alone, more or less. Goldfish shoals nibbling at my toes. Fun, fun, fun. I can't remember. I remember pieces of the lyrics, but not the order they come in. Which is like half right. My favourite Nokia phone was the 7110. Cost me 150 brand new when it first came out, and had a few months when my kids broke it. Well, it was a bad day. Yeah, the contract phones were... I remember the earliest, like, car phones. Because, like, the battery pack was so big, there was no way you were going to walk around with it anywhere. Damn it, time to watch Red Dwarf. It's always time to watch Red Dwarf. Creepos is just not going to calm today. Just as well it can't hit me then, innit? Yeah, the first season of Red Dwarf, they weren't sure it was going to succeed. You know, they were like... When the BBC used to take a chance on things, you know? That's how that got made. Without the old BBC, you know, would go, no, we'll give you the money, you can make the show. You know, and we don't get it, but you're not offending anyone as far as we can tell, so off you go, you know. Oh, the Matrix phone, yeah. A mate of mine had one. The one that went, and like a flap came down. He was so pleased with that phone when he got it. It didn't do anything special, but it was the one from the movie. Yeah. Yeah, so when I'm streaming, I use the onboard encoder, yay, that's built into the NVIDIA card. Sorry, we went off on a tangent about mobile phones and ringtones. And the new encoder, it was on LTT. They were talking about it and saying, the encoder on it is incredible. You know, like, do you even need a capture card anymore with an encoder this good? And when I watched the video back, it does such a good job. Even like here, you know, all this grass and trees. And it's just, there's no pixelation. It's compensating for everything so well. It just looks amazing. They remade it and you can get it with 4G now. Yeah. It's too cool to lose that phone. It was like, what was the car in the Bond movie that turned into a submarine, but was actually affordable? Even 5G. Never had the Matrix phone, but I remember how mine did, and showed so proud and messed. Fired up my Doom on my Nokia communicator, yeah. But yeah, I can see that everything's smoother. The onboard NVENC encoder, which is a little piece of the card, little somewhere on the die is a separate little thing just to encode video. They've had, like I say, they had it on the 600, 700, 900, and the 1000 series, and the 20, you know, and so they've had it since then, and they keep, you know, going back and trying to make it, you know, do more, be betterer. We're on 146 now. God gravy. Condor Man. Oh, with Frank Spencer in it. I can't remember the car. I remember we watched it and thought, what's Frank Spencer doing being a superhero, you know? For people not from Britain, Frank, there was a TV show called Some Mothers Do Have 'Em. Let's right. There we go. Some mothers do have 'em. And he used to wear like a little beret and a raincoat, and he was super clumsy, but actually the guy was as gymnastic as a stuntman. And quite often he would do all his own stunts in it, and it'd be stuff like hanging off the back of a bus on roller skates, and it's mad stuff. And it very much, his comedy was very much in the vein of the early silent movie black and white guys like Harold Lloyd, Charlie Chaplin, you know, this sort of thing. Much more of the comedy was him being accident prone and a bit daft. But in actual fact, you know, he was incredibly fit and strong to do what he was doing, you know? Oh, Betty. Don't know what, everyone did impressions of him as well. He was incredibly popular in Britain. because he was easy to copy. He was easy to impersonate. So I think that helped. You know, if something can be parodied and copied easily, I can do a Frank Spencer, which was his character's name. I do remember Condor Man, but I cannot remember much about it except him having a wingsuit of some sort, like a condor, you know, which is a bird. Yeah, lots of sort of reddish brown and yellow. I remember that. Let's have a look. What car did they have in Condor Man then? I'm curious now. Condor Man car. There we go. Oh, I see. I see. Did he have a cartoon as well? Yeah, here's him not being frightened. Oh, that's not a great picture, but... so it was one of those with a paint job. That's a pretty cool car, actually. Yeah, it did the whole, you know, James Bond-esque things that they do. Okay, we've done that, we've done that, we've done that. We've got the wreck yet to do. Okay, so I'm going to go back to... where do I want to go? Elysium and do the east side quests before they run out, kind of thing. No, it was, ooh, Betty, I've done a whoopsie. In other words, you know, I've gotten something wrong or whatever. You know, I've made a mistake. I've done an oopsie. He was sort of camp, you know, he was a caricature. He was a caricature, but at the same time, you know, people liked him. They liked the character, and the slapstick was good, you know, so it worked. No cartoon. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. There could have been a cartoon, but it was a great film. I can't remember much about it, except it was like, yay, British superhero, you know. No, I've not done the Shades of Grey quest, which takes you to... anyone watching Evangelon in the 90s, or was it the Evangelon? Don't remember that. Evangelon. Neogenesis. It's on Netflix. According to Google. Evangelon. Was it like I have no idea. Was it Neogenesis? Says it's on Netflix. An anime thing. Oh, I never really watched anime. Battle of the Planets and... was it Marine Boy? Aqua Boy? I watched those two, but I think that was about it. And I used to watch those... Marine Boy or Aqua Boy was pre-anime, I think. Could have that wrong. Yeah, I remember watching that before Star Wars. He used aqua gum. Yeah, this dude. Is he like a precursor for anime or something? With the face design. That was it. He had an underwater boomerang. Like that'd work. It has slightly more friction in water. Yeah, this used to come on early 70s, 70... Oh, where did I watch? I can remember watching it before I lived in a place called Dizeth, which we lived in for the summer of 76, and then the summer of 77, which was Star Wars summer. So it must be like 1975 I was watching it, or even earlier. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I remember that. When did anime actually get started? Was that just early anime? Best opening and close? Yeah, probably. Will you do that one? One who's achieved glory? Yeah, what they would do usually is commission a song from the studio band, and the studio band were like really professional sight-reading musicians and stuff. So they'd sit there, anybody got anything? Yeah, I've got this, maybe could work. You could just change this, put a middle eight here, put a chorus over there. It's got to say this in it. Oh yeah, we could get this in. Girl, can you just? Yeah, we'll do a. You know, so yeah, they were pro musicians working on the material. So you know, it was called manga back then. Yeah. Well, I remember that, and then Battle of the Planets was the next one, and then there was a cartoon of Godzilla, and then they brought Godzuki in like a little thing. That was my first experience of Godzilla, was the cartoon. Yeah. I'd never seen it before. Right, he wants red mushrooms, doesn't he? And I've got to deliver that as well. Manga was yeah. So it was just imported stuff. It's like the Magic Roundabout that we had in the UK was nothing to do with what they were actually filming or making, because they didn't have the script for the show. So they just watched it and then tried to guess what it all meant and tied it together. Best guess, you know. 1986 Transformer. I'd outgrown it by then. I was learning to drive and passing my driving test in 1986. So, you know, a cartoon about Transformers was like, yeah, whatever. You know? You'd sort of be a bit embarrassed to admit liking it, even if you did like it, you know? But I never watched it. I can remember friends' kids watching it and things like that. You know, I had a few older friends and they were like, oh, my kids love that. And the toys, you know, Transformer toys, I remember. Transformers, robots in disguise. Yeah, even I remember the music. Strangely enough. Who remembers Hawk the Slayer? That had great music as well. It carried on in the 2000 AD comics. But yeah, they made a live action one. It was good. I mean, it was low budget and, you know, but it was good. Loved Hawk the Slayer. I thought it was the coolest thing ever, the sword with the open hand at the end. And they raise the crystal. And the crystal floats over to the sword and it goes, and that's it. It becomes one with the sword. And even if he drops his sword, he can, you know, do a Luke Skywalker and get it back. It was just so damn cool, you know? Right, we've got loads of killing to do here. Got bony spine tooth, then we've got... Okay, that's those two. Somphos Horn, the first ones you need to kill are the Brunies. Which are, I think, quite a way ahead. Gloony, lost him, don't touch it. Never heard of Hawk the Slayer. Yeah, the movie from Krull. Same kind of a deal, yeah. A little bit. Are you stuck, dear? Yes, you are. And Krull had a much, much bigger budget. Probably 10 times the budget. I'm not saying I didn't, you know, I did like Krull, because I did. But Krull was ace. The guy who played, whatever it was, the Prince Charming in the story. With the, you know, what was it called? The glade, or, you know, the spinny thing with blades. He turned up, minus his hair, in an episode of DS9, believe it or not. Conway, played by Ken Marshall. Yeah, I think it was. If we can find the picture. Someone put, I didn't see it until someone showed me the side by side. Yeah, here it is. Wait. There you go. Here he is in Krull being epic and heroic. Here he is being a douche in DS9. Same actor. It's not until you see it side by side you go, oh god, it is, isn't it? Oh no, what happened to you? You were cool. Now you're a baddie. Gliniers, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Don't anyone tell him, but I'm farming mounts in WoW, watching an AO stream. Evil traitor. No, you play any game you like. I wouldn't tell anyone they have to play a certain game. Farming mounts in WoW. Well, if you want to do that, do that. Why not? It's your Friday. You do what you want to do. I don't like WoW. It doesn't mean I think no one else should. I think people should be allowed to choose to play whatever game they want. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean a damn thing. It just means I don't. Yeah, so. Incredible Bob, I have to say, I've been spending a lot of time in WoW currently. Well, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with that. If you like it, you like it. There's got to be a bazillion and one WoW streamers you could watch, though. Or is it the I mean, there was one guy, but he's sort of more of a chat show now. In a good way. You know, he's a very interesting person to listen to, and you know, and all the rest of it. Was it Asmongold? But he streamed a lot of WoW, but he's always been more about off topics and asides and stuff like that. And he's more of a character streamer now, you know, like a personality streamer, I guess. I don't know if he'd hate that term, but I would kind of categorize him that way, if you know what I mean. Yeah, he's good. He's interesting. He has thought-provoking and thoughtful opinions and ideas about things, and he shares them with a big group of people, and you know, that's great. You know, that's an interesting thing to listen to and to watch, you know. Can I kill these brownies? Brunies. Where's the mission? Brunies, yeah. Are you going to run? Or are you going to fight? Some of these are... They've got so much aggression they'll fight even if they're grey. Cola Anna, they're on the list as well, I think. They're on something. Cola Burns I need, they're on the other side. Is there any more of those guys around here? Because I seem to remember that you have to go hunting in the middle of bloody nowhere to find the sods. Is he just a random one? Happened to be there. Pretty much the only time I'm on stream now is to watch you. Thanks very much. Hear that? Did you hear that, Twitch? I'm keeping people on your platform. Okay, we've got a Gloony. Another Gloony. Maybe he was a rando one. They're kind of in the middle, aren't they? Usually those Bruni dudes. Well, one less to find later then. Yeah, I just watch people I find entertaining. That's all it is. You know, if you find something interesting and entertaining, chances are you'll probably watch it. Surprise, everyone! You know. My WoW stream would be terrible. It'd be me going, oh, I can't stand the way that looks. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, it would just be bad for everybody. That's how we're doing this. The runaway crew. Can I root them? Nope. Damn you, making me come down here. And I've got to figure out the way back up. Without getting heckled. My Twitch is running all hours on the PC with no sound on there. Right, okay. Well, I always try and do my best with the sound. That's kind of my thing. Always has been. Because I realised quite early on that... And it is something that happens to be true, but... people will... carry on watching a video with good audio even if the video quality isn't that great, but they will not carry on watching a video even with great picture quality if the audio's bad. I'm with sound. Yeah, I'm kind of pointless without sound, I think. But it is, I mean, you know, think of, you know, like you go, aha, we're going to the Pirate Bay, and there's like a copy, and the picture's good, but the audio's complete garbage. It's unwatchable, right? And so many people that get into streaming or whatever just don't consider the sound. They just don't, you know, it's like, if it works, it works. You know, and then they're all about jazzy, flashy pictures and stuff like that. But the audio's awful. You know, like, I don't know, like a bad sounding room or, you know, a crappy mic, or they're too quiet, a bit distorted, too tinny, too boom, you know. But, you see, people can watch in 160p and listen and still enjoy the stream because the audio is fine. You know, if the audio is good, the audio is good. The audio quality doesn't change even if you watch in 160p or whatever. Yeah, I think a lot of people now would start watching this stream, and because they're enjoying the conversation and tonally the audio's nice, it's like having the radio on while you're doing something, you know? It's that kind of thing. So they may not necessarily be looking at it. A lot of people are, but there's probably an equal amount are, you know, looking at memes, playing the game themselves, playing a different game, or what have you, but carry on listening to the stream. It's like having the radio on in the car. You know, it's that style of thing, I think. You're probably in the top 1% for audio on Twitch. Maybe. I don't know. I think my audio's pretty good now. I don't know if it's top 1%. I suppose audio quality, yes. Whether I'm as articulate and, and all the rest of it, I don't know. But I think audio quality, probably, yeah. But that 1% is still like thousands of people, you know? Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, it didn't make... Having good audio doesn't make me play the game any better. When I'm at work, 160p, it's all about the audio. Well, exactly, yeah, exactly. You can't really tell other than stuttering and stuff like that. Whether or not at 160p, you can't tell whether it's sharper or less pixelated, because it will be pixelated. It's been transcoded. You know. Yeah, audio above everything else. Yeah. Which is why, I thought, okay, we're going to do more and more of this, then everything that comes in via this Twitch and everything else, everything that comes in via that goes back into it. And see what happens. And, thus far, it's really worked out well. It's meant I could afford to get acoustic treatment done and justify it to Mrs. Callis too. I could, the other side of the coin. So I could get that done, and the same with the microphone as well. That was someone on... Yeah, this mic came via someone on YouTube who had watched a lot of stuff on YouTube and said, thanks for all the great stuff. Here's some money, and it was like 100 British pounds, Republic credits, and I put the rest toward it. But it paid the big chunk of it, and I got the Rode Procaster, which is a broadcast quality mic, proper XLR one, because I already had an XLR interface for doing music and stuff. So it started with that, and then the arm and everything else has all been donations, and then, the sub money coming in via Twitch. It's all gone back into this, rather than, wasting it on, I don't know, burgers and beer or something. Although, yeah, some of it went on burgers and beer, but hey, come on, gotta live. Why can't it be nice and sunny for the stream? Why you have to be dark? It's always the way, innit? Whenever I want to stream, it's always dark on Rubicar and Shadowlands. On a monitor so your old eyes don't burn out. Yeah, that was incredibly generous of you. That, well, I could have carried on a 1080p monitor going like this and not being able to glance and read chat, having to tab just to read the chat and everything. Because I wouldn't be able to read it on a phone, trust me. So I've got to do... Kill 5 shell ermites. But I've also got to kill... Haven't I got to kill the big ones? Coiling ermite. Who is in there, I think. I have an €80 mic just used for VC, but it's better than I have it on the headphone. Oh yeah, definitely. If you've got a diaphragm on a microphone that's that big, unless it's a lavalier mic costing about 300 quid, yeah, no. It's not good enough for this sort of thing. You don't get the full range of frequency response and dynamics that you get with a decent microphone. It's expensive to make something that can do that, when you have too many missions in there. Kill the bending Ermite. Where's he? Is he at the bottom end? Yes, of course he is. Well, we still need a few more shell Ermites. Where are you? Yeah, €80, Mike, is you get, you know, you're in there. You got your foot in the door. Is what I'd say. You don't need a 3000 Neumann U87 for this. It'd be nice to have it, but $3,000, you know? And like everyone raves about the SM7B, and I almost got one. But then I heard this and thought, no, I prefer this. This has more what I think it should, you know. It's not that the SM7B isn't a good mic, because it is. It's what works with the voice that you have, you know? And the sound of the Rode mic just, yeah, it just immediately I heard it and went, that's the way to go. Old Bluff is now following. Thank you for the follow. I think I've run past where I'm meant to be going. Ah, yes, I have. And the water's deciding whether or not it does float at where the land is. Jumping up and flying across. There's a lot of terrible mics out there that all say, you know, pro condenser, and they're not. They have what they call a permanent charge elect thing in it, which is the same sort of thing as you get in a lavalier mic, which is designed to be this far away. So they can sound okay like that, but they tend to have seriously overhyped top end. They can sound painfully bright when you listen to them for a long time. And they're usually USB and, you know, meaning you're locked in. You can't, you know, with what I've got, which is an XLR audio interface, any XLR mic will work with it, you know. So you could have a cupboard, or what they call it, a mic locker, which is like literally like dozens of microphones, and they will all work perfectly well. Old Buff, g'day everyone, g'day. Welcome on into the stream. But yeah, I just happened to like the sound of the Rode. So I was like, yeah, you know, it's a little cheaper than the SM7B, but it's got a proper shot mount, and it sounds great, you know. It's got a lot more top end, so a lot more detail. I mean, the capsule in a SM7B is essentially the same as the one in an SM57, which is the kind of mic I would put on a guitar cab. Nothing wrong with it. It works, you know, but it doesn't have quite as much, you know, needs volume. But then I got the DBX 286 mic pre, which has limiter, compressor, noise gate, ton gain for days on the mic pre, and absolutely silent, no background noise on it. So that with the dynamic, I could be sat here with the fans whirring at 100% in the PC and you wouldn't really hear it. I would. The mic wouldn't though. No, that's not the one we want. Am I not in the right place? No, I'm not. Swirling Ermite is over here. I knew he was in one of those coral things ever since you put up the foam. Well, yeah, I mean, people go, oh, foam isn't proper acoustic. It bloody is if you get the right stuff. And don't ignore the corners of the room and put up the you know, the bass trap stuff. That's where it falls down, is people don't do that. You know, they buy a box of a dozen and try and do a room that needs, you know, like 60 tiles in it to be done properly. And then say, oh, it doesn't work properly. It's like, well, nothing works properly if you don't use it right. Dumbass. Yeah, the acoustic foam is definitely a thing, and then the DBX, you probably don't hear the difference. I do because, you know, I really like nitpick at audio when I listen to it. Right, we're going to hand these in, and then we're going to go and do the... What was it called? We've done Extermination. Somphos Horn, we need the Somphos Brunies. We found one rando one. Need to find the other ones of those. And I am doing this because I don't want to miss these quests XP before 150. And at 150, I don't think you can pull them anymore. Yeah, I mean, I had like homemade acoustic material on the walls, but it was all like carpet underlay and bits of foam that isn't really that good. And, you know, the proper stuff, yeah, it works. You can tell, you walk, if you're... You get that sense of where did all the sound go when you walk in here from the hallway. In the hallway, if I'm talking, I can hear myself bouncing off all the walls. And then you walk in here and you just don't. It suddenly feels like your voice is right next to your own ear. It's a creepy sort of thing, but it sounds great, you know, when you're broadcasting. Oh, ICC planet-wide announcement. Sneckier, or Sneckier, has been awarded the highest honorary rank for outstanding dedication to the defense of Rubicon. Congrats on AI-30. Now go finish Apotheosis. Yeah, for me, I think it did make a difference, and I think it's worth it, you know. It looks a lot better than what was on the wall. I've shown you the pictures, haven't I? I've done with the Ermites, and I have the pearl for you. Do I? Oh, yes, I do. XP. I once was in an acoustic testing room for a jet fighter equipment. That's probably an anechoic chamber then. That was the where did the sound go feeling. Yeah, that's way beyond what I need in here. That's called an anechoic chamber. It literally, there's no sound reflection at all. There is there is a tiny amount in here, but it's minuscule. You really can't hear it at all. You really can't. You know, but yeah, an anechoic chamber is where they really, really test things, especially loud things. But yeah, it's kind of weird when you walk into this room from the hallway. The only way I could demonstrate it is to have a stereo recorder and a camera and walk along the hallway until I got in here while I'm talking, and then you suddenly feel like, where did all the background go, you know? But I don't think I've got the facility to actually do that, so you'll have to just believe me. Yeah, a meter deep, and then you stood on a cage floor, and there's more of it under you and above you in every direction, and just no sound reverberation whatsoever in the room. So what this does is not that, but it's similar. It stops a lot of the room reflection. Without it, the room is, you know, there's not enough material. The more, you know, have you ever done the thing where you move the sofa and have the carpets done? So you empty the room completely, or you ever moved in somewhere and there's nothing in there? Bare bone room, no carpet, no furniture. You know, you clap your hands and there's a lot of room echo and stuff, you know? It's the similar principle, yeah. So we're not trying to stop sound escaping, we're just stopping sound bouncing around inside the room and affecting the acoustics of the room, that's acoustic treatment. Soundproofing is similar, but it's a different sort of thing. That's what you do if you wanted a room to record drums in. You would soundproof the room and also make it, you know, acoustically dead, but in such a way that the sound doesn't get out of the room. It's like when we go from the data center into the control room, we can't hear any sound of the center room in the control room It's going from all the noise to silent, yeah. There's noise all around you all the time. It's only when you suddenly stop hearing it that you become, like, aware of it, almost. You know, it's weird. I found a crack in the world. Quick. It needs fixing. I think I can get through to the middle from here. Somewhere. Yeah, so the acoustic treatment is, it looks nice in the room, but also it serves, more than anything, it's serving a function, you know? I could just farm the spec books, but that could take forever. I think you have to farm at least one of them anyway, don't you? And cut through the danger zone here. Don't take this route if you're low level. It's full of lots of mean stuff that will kill you. I'm not even joking. Yeah, like level 105, etc. stuff here. I did once finish the Sennheiser factory and did the testing. They make amazing audio gear. These are Sennheiser headphones. Just the de facto headphone. Never mind your Dr. Dre's or whatever the hell they're called. They're garbage, marketed garbage. You want high quality stuff? Sennheiser. Whenever you see aviation headphones, you know those big green ones inside choppers? All Sennheiser. They gotta work. It's that simple. They're not mucking around. It's gotta do its job. What was the respawn on the real panned portal mob? The Zodiac is, I think, 30 minutes? I could be wrong. I'm not 100% on that. Don't take that as gospel. It might be on AOU. I'm not sure. When in their testing room, we got told never let an untrained in there alone when the door is closed. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's an anechoic chamber. That's what that is. That is not this. There's just a touch of room in here. You're aware that you're in a space, but it feels, the space feels, I mean, this is virtually 3 meters cubed, this room, okay? It's not a big room, but it feels like you're in the linen closet. Yeah, it feels much, much smaller when you're in here. So the sense of space in an anechoic chamber, that there is none. There's no clue for your ears to pick up on. Yeah, never let an untrained person go in. Yeah, they freak out. It's very unnerving to suddenly be disconnected in that way. If you're not prepared for what it's going to do, you know. Bayer Dynamics. Yeah, Bayer are good. Yeah. In the end, once you get up to a certain level, what you're really looking for is comfort. Things like that. Three more Somfis Brunies. Is it, you think it's 1 hour? It could be. I wouldn't swear either way. I think it's faster though, because I'll tell you why when I think of it. Is we've done iPanned Real Panned with Hodor Raid, and someone's come late, and they've said, "Oh, am I late?" And they go, "Well, we're not finished the raid," and they said, "Well, if you kill the portal boss again, yeah." I thought it was 20 minutes. I think it could be, yeah. Yeah, these are open back as well, and the reason I have open back for this isn't because I'm not doing critical listening as much. It's more, you know, I can monitor myself and hear the game, hear myself over the mic, so I know I'm not going Peter Piper picked a peck of pickle, because unless you hear it, you don't know you're doing that, you know, and that sounds awful for people. So I want to make sure that, you know, there's a consistency of volume and tone. But because they're open back and they do not actually touch your ears, they touch your head but not your ears, you can wear them for hours and hours and hours, and there's no discomfort. Your ears don't get all hot and sweaty kind of thing, you know. I'm tempted to go and kill him now and see how quick he respawns. It could be 20 minutes. I thought maybe 30, but yeah, I remember somebody killing his respawn during a Hodor raid in order to join the Hodor raid. And we were only at... They'd fallen off at the bridge when you run to the Night Heart. So when you're making that right-hand turn, left-hand turn, they'd fallen off somewhere with lag or whatever. I managed to kill it and get back. So it's got to be around 20, 30 minutes, because it wouldn't take Hodor raid that long to get there. How much are yours? €200? Bit less. About €150, I think, if it was euros. Let's have a look. Quick Google. Sennheiser. These are 599s. There's quite a price range on them. They range from... I don't know if some of them are copies or what, but yeah, £179. So, £8 to... Yeah, about the same. €211. I don't think I paid quite that much for them. The box is currently under the... I built a little stand for the other monitor over there. So I can't show you the box because I'd have to take the monitor off, another box off, the DBX out of there, and then it's underneath that because it's such a solid box. But yeah. So about the same kind of money depending where you get it. Yeah, for some reason the pound is worth slightly more than the euro at the moment. Don't know why. Dollar is up a lot, is it? Against everybody, or? Let's have a look. Works for me. Pound is still worth a bit more. One pound is worth $1 1 quarter. Or $1.25. Where are you? Over there, Somfos Bruni. These are the only hard ones to find. The rest are like everywhere. Okay, this guy really can't decide where he is. One more Bruni. €1 is $1.06. Yeah, it says 125. That's just a quick Google. You know, whether you'd get that, I don't know. I mean, the dollar and the pound being about equal works out better for me. For, you know, this, because the earnings on Twitch are calculated in US dollars and then paid at whatever conversion rate is currently, you know, currently there kind of thing. Dollar's never been this high, has it? I don't know. I've never really followed I know some people play currencies, don't they? They exchange currencies to make a living and stuff. You know, some people really deep into it, you know. Streamers saying the same thing, yeah. That's because most of the streaming platforms are owned by American companies, so your earnings are in dollars and then paid to you. So if you're doing anything on YouTube, that's Google. So that's all in dollars. So your AdSense is in dollars and it's then converted into your currency. Or you can be paid in dollars and convert it elsewhere, you know. Usually they want to convert it though. Okay, we've got all the things done. Let's return to the chap. Oh, no, we haven't. No, we haven't. Yeah, we want the Gloony and the Grainies, which are where he is, I think. So I need a passage to him. Since the Ukraine war started and fuel prices went up, yeah, well, the cost of food's going to go up because the Ukraine was the breadbasket of, you know, Europe and UK and a bunch of other places. So it's going to have a knock-on effect. The grain store, you know, they used to talk about the grain mountain and you know, that'll get depleted really fast and then it'll get hard, you know. Yeah, so fuel prices went up and the stock market has been going down. People have been putting money in into dollars but to buy fuel. Yeah, I saw a video. I don't know if it was staged or if it was for real. It looked like it could be for real. There's a guy and he's in his pickup, okay? He's filled his tank up, you know, at the gas station. He's filled up his tank. And then he's got a tarp that's like a, you know, plastic sheet tarpaulin in the back. Gaffer taped over the sides. Like I've seen people make makeshift, you know, paddling pools like that and on a hot day. But he's filling that up with gas. Like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You know. And then they're shouting at him going, what the hell are you doing? You know, you can't do that, dude, that's lethal. And he's like, you just leave me the hell alone, blah, 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 you know, arguing with them, and then they follow him. And of course, every time he turns a corner, a ton of petrol all over the, you know, all over the road. It's completely nuts. Yeah, fuel is, you know, oil and fuel is traded on the dollar. Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein wanted to change to trading on gold instead of the dollar. That caused a lot of problems. I mean, that would have made them kings of the world, you know, because they already have a ton of gold. So the world economy would be, you know, it would have been pretty much governed by those two, which... Not about anyone else. I didn't fancy that idea too much. So, yeah. Okay, our guy is down there. I mean, there's a lot of conspiracy talk around that fact, but they just, you know, wanted more control, more power, etc. You know, and that wasn't going to come easy. And when you know that, and they did, then you want to protect your, you know, your oil fields and everything else. Well, then you're going to need a, you know, a standing army and maybe something more dangerous. Got a voracious horror on my ass, who is not going to calm, is he? Maybe if I drain him. No, he's not going to calm. I think I can take him though. Now I've fully drained. Yeah, you're going down, buddy. You whom I ran from all those times. No longer. Anima of Eons, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How the devil are you? I keep seeing it saying you're live on Twitch, and then I go and there's nothing there. I don't know what's going on. And then later on I see a video on YouTube. So, I don't know. Are you doing like a multi-stream thing? Twitch hates me. Yeah, it's just like, it says live, but there's no audio and just a black screen. I'm like, oh, well, okay. You know, what can I do kind of thing. Gloony, you saw what I did to the big guy. Now it's your turn. Yeah, Gloonies are easy. There's like 6 or 7 of them right here after you get the quest, but you've got to get the Brunies first, and they're all in the middle. Yeah, some people do the multi-stream thing, but Twitch don't like that, do they? I don't think YouTube does either. Wouldn't have made much difference. Their oil market shares were small. Yeah. Yeah, it's because they wanted to change the status quo, made them dangerous. Because to protect that, yeah, that means you've got to arm your country and your everything else, so. Well, gold is a finite resource, isn't it? So, I mean, I'm sure there's more gold than is widely known, but it is a finite resource. Whereas you can create currency very easily. I mean, banks and governments do it all the time, you know, to stabilize markets and stuff. You can't do that with gold. You can't create, oh, here's more gold, you know. How is the soon-to-be-deleted trader? It's still alive. The more time I play them, the less likely they are to get deleted. Because you know how it is, you've invested more and more time into them, so they become more and more like... if they make it past level 100, they usually live. But not always. Okay, that's one-handed in. Let's do the next. I've been to the swamps. I have the claw and patch of fur for you. Right, there we go. Ga-ding! Robo's Keep, welcome to the stream. Another deleted character will get to 220. Yeah, something like that. I don't think he's got any more quests for me. I think that's it. Perhaps you should seek experience elsewhere. Yes, indeed. 149 and we haven't done the wreck yet. We could go off and get out of Shadowlands and go to the wreck. So I think the only quest I haven't done and I would need to do before 150 is... Where's this? Oh, it's that. I was wondering where the hell this was. Is the... Oh, God. Is it Shades of Grey? Something like that, yeah. And then there's the other one, which is... I think you can do it 200, which is go to the catacombs and kill all the bosses. What the hell's the door? What is that? Now the sun has come out now, you see. Now it looks nice. If you guys want to save money on buying gas for your car. What the hell is this going to be? Let's have a look. Yep. Necessity is the mother of invention. There you go. That's not funny. That's a lot of ingenuity went into that. I got a rolling chassis and a horse. Right, let's do that then. I think I've done all the ones from this guy. Yep. ICC planet-wide announcement. Neo Init has been awarded the highest honorary rank for outstanding dedication to the defense of Rubicon. Congratulations, AI-30. Yeah, this was it. It was a very bad idea, and I think they wanted to do it because they wanted more power and more control, but yeah, didn't go that way. It wouldn't have helped the country. That's what Gaffey was deposed and bloody killed by his own people. It didn't go well for him. There's a warning. No one would have shipped. Yeah, it would have all been on bonds, wouldn't it? It'd been electronically traded, the gold, and then they have to decide who holds on to the gold. And then you're in a situation where you can hold the gold to ransom. Like the Goldfinger plot. It was going to detonate a nuke, small nuke, in a gold bullion storage place, so no one could touch it. Effectively destroying the value of the gold. If you remember the book anyway. I can't remember if that's what was happening in the movie. All I remember of the movie was the laser coming up. I expect you to die, Mr. Bond. Yeah, that was it. But they did want to do it. And it was, you know, pretty scary stuff, let's say. Right, one of these has got some mission or other for me. Bluetooth harvest. A real challenge. Yeah, this is the what's it one, isn't it? I think. You talk to another NPC and then go kill the things inside the dungeon. Have I not got the Shades of Grey thing though? Various organic specimens. No, these are all the crap ones. Oh, it might be 120 for Shades of Grey. I may have out-leveled that one already. Right now, the US Treasury has everyone by the balls because they control the actual flow of currency and the value of the dollar itself. It can also shut third parties out of the financial markets. Well, yeah. Yeah. If you traded on gold, it would be, I'm sure, they would have been there must have been some advantage to them for it, but probably not a benign one, let's put it that way. You look tired. Is that the quest trigger? One with a graceful neck. Okay. I think this is it. I need to pick... You can't pull it after 150, I think. Hence me doing it now. Otherwise... Or not doing it now, depending on the lag. This is a mobile phone. Oh, yeah. How to mobile phone. That's pretty cool. If I was going to build a car like that, I'd have built the little Fisher Price one. the one that's in Toy Story as well. Yeah, I'm sure I did pull the Shades of Grey mission, but I think it timed out, basically. Because it does only run for so long. Like, I think it's like 3 days or something. But it's been that long since we did that. Attacked by Heckler of Stones. Where? I am convinced you can zoom out further in Shadowlands than you can on Rubicar. You can, because on Rubicar it's sort of more like, that's like maximum zoomed out, and then you can go, whoa, further out. Here, can't you? They remade the toy phone with Bluetooth. Mihalik, well, we're headed out to dinner. Night all and have a great night out and dinner and whatnot, Mihalik. Soon, TM, we will be in the subway playing with Eumenides once more. Don't worry. Once I've done this, I'm going to put the commando armor on that you gave me. I just don't know what to do for weapons at this point, you know? Right, this sends you down to the side, I think. Bring the resource request, yeah. Sends you back to the other guy. You connect a phone that others can connect to, tap it all out on your phone. That toy. Nice. Keezer, or Keezha, is now following. Thank you for the follow. Back to this guy. I'm not getting... I might have... Maybe it's 120 for the Shades of Grey mission. Could be. Oh well. It's only worth like a daily's XP, but yeah. Now this is a game I haven't seen in a good eon. You're not kidding. It's never gone away though. Be 21 next month, this game. 21 years old! Oh my god. Yes. They did a 20th anniversary special thing last year, although we didn't get much out of it. Bring the red spores. Aren't the red spores the same as the red mushrooms? We can buy a beer for the game, or the game can buy us a beer. You think about it? It's old enough to be served with alcohol in pretty much any state. Damn, you got old playing this game. I was a young man when I started. Well, I wasn't. I was 32. When Anarchy Online came out, I was 32. Yeah, 2001, 32. I was a young dude, really. Felt like it. I'd have made a young James Bond. So there you go. 20 years later, I'm some old guy with a big white beard, yeah. Right, these are the... See that? Is that what it means? No. It must be the red hat fungus. Where are they? Marked? What's this? Let's watch that again. Yeah, the cat knew it was coming in for the kill. Yeah, the old CRT TVs, most animals couldn't interpret a picture from them. But they can on a modern LCD, OLED and all that. They can definitely see pictures. And our dog sees stuff on it and sees another dog or anything that acts like a dog, and he's all over it. But, you know, we always down, because you don't want your collie jumping up and knocking your telly and wrecking the damn thing. What are the red things he wants? Bring the red hat, sport. Right, just take it back. Is that it? I don't have to do anything. Well, okay. As my son said, look, Dad, Santa plays the game. Yeah, there you go. Especially when I put reading glasses on. Then I am the Hallmark greeting card Santa. Got to do something in the downtime before Christmas. Yeah, I get that a lot. Are you Santa? The answer's always the same. Yes. Now then, reads out name. Have you been naughty or nice? Let me check my list. I think Hecklers are usually quite easy to calm, he said. Hopefully. Well, one of them was. Maybe if I drain as well. Yeah, that helped. Oof. You should start reading books on Twitch. I suppose I could, but it's a big thing to read a book all the way through out loud, you know. A lot more effort than you might think. Or at least finish the AO one. Yeah. That may I did start recording that, but then I got the idea that I wanted to put animation tiles behind it from the original animated series. Persuade Shades of Grey. He's all the way down south. Okay. Goodbye. Yeah, Profit Without Honor. How many pages is it, though? It's like a 200 and something pages. It's a lot of reading. It's like it'd be about 3.5, 4 hours of reading. Posted this before, but it always makes me laugh. Let's see. Oh boy, I don't remember that one. Okay, so he's in the plastic tub. His back legs go in there. Oh, he's pinned. He is totally trapped in there. He can't, yeah, because it's locked between the wall and the fridge. And his own weight is keeping it pushed on the wall. Oh, God, yeah, he's proper stuck in there. Oh, boy. that cat needs rescuing. Dave 3 of 5, no Cyberpunk today. Well, yesterday was, hey, new graphics card. I can do Cyberpunk in a little while. If everybody wants. You could do some more Cyberpunk. It's not too late yet. It's only 9 o'clock for me, so... If you'd not filmed it, you'd wonder how the hell it happened, yeah. I mean, you could kind of imagine how, but until you see it, yeah, you'd be like, wait, what? This was coming here for the spec books. So we could, because I've got spec 1 ready to go, spec 3 ready to hand in, because we did the Zan Brain Quest in Adonis. But yeah, we just never got round to it. Yeah, you would have heard something or other. Cat would have been, yeah, it would have been, is it baying, they call it? Is the proper, I don't know. It'd be meowing a lot. It would have been in distress, that's for sure, poor thing. Just a cat being a cat and getting itself totally stuck. 20 minutes if the instance is empty, and an hour if people are inside it. I remember guessing it was that from memory, and then Savick saying, yep, that's been confirmed. So that's the official, 20 minutes. If you're trying to, I mean, it doesn't matter which ring it drops, because you right-click it and it turns into the one you need. But if you're trying to get a few of them, then you have to log out completely or exit the dungeon. You just got in the room and the mob isn't there. Go behind a pillar, log off, log back on in 20 minutes and see if it's there. Is it about, or try a different dungeon? There's more. I mean, the mob that drops them is at the bottom of every static in Inferno. I don't think there's one where he isn't, but the route down is different for each one. And the one nearest to Sorrow, I kind of know the way down off by heart, so I usually go to that one. And if you clan and you've just got saved in the garden, it's one of the quickest to run to, with the least amount of aggravation. Yes, we can play more pretty Cyberpunk after. I will stop the stream and restart it to do it though, because it's a pain in the bum trying to separate them into two different videos otherwise. Whereas if you just stop and then restart the stream, you get two VODs. Yeah, me too. And it looks like a lot of other people. What, in the... in the dungeon room or in the dungeon? Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, usually people go in, they get the ring and they're done. Unless somebody needs a ring for several characters, then, you know. When you go into the same dungeon. Usually, yeah. I go that one because I know it well. So if I'm running a lobby down there, I don't have to calm the entire route down or kill everything. I can just blitz it. Because I know, if you know the way, it's easier to blitz, isn't it? So, you know, it's as simple as that, really. I use the dungeon I know well enough to run down and blindfolded to get there. It's like blitzing to the beast. Once you know the route, you don't forget it. Right, I think this puts me at 150, but I have got the real challenge quest. I just hope the boss lets me do it. I think that one might be a 200 one, though. This one I'm sure isn't. And most of them are not. Yep. And now we get the random drop one. It drops or it don't. Nope. I think I shall drain you. Your inventory is always too full. Well, everybody's different. I am famous for really badly organised inventory. I'm just messy. That's my nature. So the room I'm in, everything. I'm just you know. Neatness is sort of all well and good, but it's very boring and soaks up a lot of time. So I just don't bother with it. I mean, I appreciate it when something is neat and tidy, but... Yeah, I carry a lot of crap round. Lockpick, first aid, that kit, res kit, XP, taunt, beacons, couple of bags, keys and rings. I carry a lot of crap round in real life in my pockets as well. Car keys, door keys, you know. Loose change. All kinds of rubbish. I start to panic when I'm under 9 slots of free. Well, that's why you carry bags as well. I remember the days when I played and didn't know we had a bank. So I just got used to having an inventory full of stuff. In fact, every game I play, I always end up with an inventory full of, you know, junk. You don't want to know how much crap I carry around with me in RPGs. It's ridiculous. Oh, Anarchy crashed. Oh dear. Well, we'll go again. Random crash is random. Right, hopefully Streamlabs will pick up the game again. Has been behaving today, didn't yesterday. Yay, he's found it. Yeah, completely random. No, you're a coral rafter. I don't need you, I need shore rafter, and I need it to drop a tier of whatever. Doohickey thing. Sometimes you get lucky with this, you know, this quest, because it drops first time, and other times it can take a long time to get it. It just doesn't drop. Which is annoying. All the other quests they give you, it's literally kill X number, and item spawns in your inventory automatically. So, quite a lot less aggravation. Let's RTX this thing. There you go, RTX on. If only we could have reflective water in the game. Come on. How hard could it be? It was in the old New Engine trailer. They had that. How much more, you know, alive it looks. It doesn't look like Cyberpunk. I mean, the water with ray tracing on it's just, it looks wet, you know. You got any shore rafters up here, mate? Need shore rafters. Can't see any. Why is there only 3 or 4 of them? And, you know. Yeah, I've got a bag with bits in it. I need one more spec book and then we're going to go farm spec 2 and then I can hand in all of them up to spec 3. And spec 4 I'll get from doing the Pen Zan quest eventually. Come on, Rafter. Give me the thing. Grey mobs are the most annoying mobs. Because they try and run away and they go into run away mode and start healing immediately. Bloody insignia. Insignia I do not need. Okay, he's respawned at least. And he can't run away from there. Or can he? Apparently he can. You're my drain pet. Come on, give me the shiny thing I need. Ugh. Why did I decide to do this? I knew it would go badly. Come on, you're gonna drop it for me, aren't you? Say you will. Then we all go home. Ugh. Fail. Isn't the one down here somewhere, or was that one? Don't think there's any shore rafters down by the porthole to Nascence, is there? I don't remember there being any. You're not fooling anyone here, mate. We can tell you there. You're terrible at hide and seek. Your camouflage is bad. There's another shore rafter here. Okay. They do spawn elsewhere. That's good to know. It's just re-healing itself constantly, despite the damage you're doing to it. Because it's grey. I hate that mechanic. Get rid of it. Urgh. Why should it suddenly have the healing power of a god? You know? Because it's low level. I wish I could heal like that, running away from something. We'd never die in this game. Yeah, I've lost my composite infuses. So I can't cast things no more. Mind you, I'll be able to upgrade this in a minute. In one level's time. Dave 305 always find these parts. Well, when I first played in the beta, the only way we could get here was via this portal. So this was my first experience of Elysium, was coming through here. And going like, wow, You put some effort in there, you know. I was actually quite impressed at first. I think I was still using a CRT. I could be wrong there, but I think I was. And the graphics do look different on a scan monitor, you know, like a CRT, than they do on an LCD. I just hate the random RNG for a quest item. Like, I can imagine it must do, you know, completely do the head in of anybody new, because up till now, you know, you've been doing these quests and every time it's killed X number of things and the item will magically spawn in your inventory. And then you're suddenly faced with RNG loot drops, and it's like, you realise how terrible RNG is in Anarchy Online. I mean, for basic stuff, like Dojas and that, some of the zones are just... Ugh. When we were in Elysium trying to get a Doja, I don't know how many mobs we killed. And they're all grey as well. It was just... Ugh. It's always the way. Sometimes you'll come down here and the first one you kill drops it. Other times, nope. Come on, give me the goddamn drop. Oh, come on. Didn't they have some financial problems? That's about 7 years ago. Then they released the Conan game and made a stack of money. So, nope. That's quite old news. I mean, they had a lot of games that didn't do well, but yep, that Conan game, that went really, really well for them. So yeah, that got them out of the crap, and then they got a big investor. Big Chinese company bought a ton of stock, so financially they're doing pretty okay, and they just got the Dune IP, and they're making, looks to be making 2 different Dune games. One's going to be a survival thing, and the other is, I don't know. Oh, finally, thank you, thank you. That only took about a dozen kills to get for a trash item like that. It's like, it's not like it's the, you know, what was the thing called in Make Love Not Warcraft? You know, the sword of killing everything. Or something, I don't know. They were bailed out by the Norwegian government. Nope. Norwegian government already owns a share in the company which they cannot sell. They have a control. But it was the Conan Exiles, or whatever it was called. The Conan game with the schlong slider. Yeah, well, that got them out of trouble. And the Norwegian government, there's some entanglement between them and the Norwegian government. I think Savik told me what it was once. But yeah, they're like invested into it sort of thing or something. Yeah. The Conan game, because of the schlong slider, all the streamers and YouTubers went, oh, this Conan game. Oh my God, I can change the size of my schlong, you know, and it became a thing and then got a ton of coverage and then turned out to be a fairly okay game, so it sold well. You know. Yep. literally the schlong slider saved Funcom. But basically, yeah. No, the Norwegian government didn't bail them out. The Norwegian government owns the part of the company or something. Big dick energy. Yeah, the schlong. Just because of that one feature in the game, it made it very popular because it's a funny thing to put in your stream, in your podcast, you know, so it got massively more coverage than it would have done. Otherwise it'd have been, oh, Funcom have released another Conan game. You know, that would have been it. And then I mean, but because it had that feature in it, that caught on, and yeah, it just went nuts. Okay, we've got to run all the way back north. Oh, thing trying to come after me there. What is it? Oh, is it like you're a boss? Can I drain you, Mr. Boss? Can I get... Oh, I don't know. I haven't got all my buffs now. I may not be able to defeat you. The ancient Greeks thought medium schlongs were the best. I wonder what happened to the world. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why they think that's so important. Some people do. No, I don't quite know why. Oh, I thought this was some mini boss or something. It's not. It's just a bigger mob. Which I can't be arsed killing. I thought it was some special thing I'd found. Yeah, there's some entanglement between them that stems back to the 90s. But yeah, I don't think they bailed them out in the sense that people talk about, like, oh, Funcom are useless and the government had to bail them out. They can't do it for themselves, is usually where that kind of thing comes from. And 90% of the time it's from people that have got some sort of grudge with Funcom. For whatever their reasons are. But when you actually put it under any kind of scrutiny, it doesn't really hold up. Yeah, I don't know where the bigger is better thing comes from. I mean, I can see that being a thing for, you know, body strength and stuff. In ancient times, you know, if you were big and strong, you know, it's a positive. But, you know, if certain bits are bigger, you know, maybe. But yeah, I think we are kind of, well, not brainwashed, but, you know, kind of indoctrinated into bigger is better sort of thing. I wonder if the ancient Greeks preferred medium because they didn't get snapped off on the statue so easily. Could have been that. I have no idea. Yeah, if you ask a woman, it's like, well, you know, as long as we're not dealing with a toothpick, we can make it work, you know. That's it, mystery solved. Medium was better because it didn't get, yeah, because if it hangs lower than the balls on a statue, it's more likely to get knocked off, isn't it? Ancient Greeks associated lord members with being animalistics. I can see that, you know, horses and such. At some point it became like a Herculean thing, like, you know, Hercules' strength was in his hair. So suddenly not going bald became more desirable than, oh, well, you know, hair goes. And then, Maybe they thought, oh, the strength of a man is, you know, in his genitalia. It's like, probably not, you know. Well, thanks for sharing. That your schlong is average. Well, I'm not going to discuss that. We are not doing a conversation of what size we've got. You know, we're not doing that on the stream. Persuade Shades of Grey. Bring the ancient text to Shades of Grey. He has promised to transcribe it, but you might need to persuade him to... Oh, did I need to carry on talking to him? Oh, I did. Oh my god. Get his ruler out. Ruler? No, I'm thinking... Yeah, a lot of guys claim they've got... that. I don't think so. Yes, my friend, Dickus. Oh, yeah, brilliant movie. Only need a little one for me. Yeah, pencil case size ruler's fine. I will go with what Arnold Schwarzenegger said and just said it's in proportion. There you go. That's all I'll ever say about it. And also I might be wrong, but you didn't have a stream on this subject yet. Yeah, because it is a bit juvenile. The only reason it came up was because we were talking about a Funcom game that gained, I suppose, fame and notoriety by having a slider for it. Yeah, it's quite the conversation to load into, yeah. I mean, why that bit? You know, why not? Oh, well, you know, well, my nose is this big, you know. Well, you've got the biggest nose, so you're the boss, you know. It's like, no. You see all those alien... Well, their tentacles were outside of their exoskeletons. Should be a Monty Python skit. I have the biggest nose. Yeah, well, you know, just pick some random part of your anatomy. Feels personally attacked. The Life of Brian was about nose size. Yes, there you go. It has been concluded. Oh, and Life of Brian was a fun movie that made some observations about politics and religion. You know, like any good comedy. And managed to be very, very funny when it did it. I mean, there was quite a bit of that in The Holy Grail as well. You can't go declaring you're king just because some watery tart throws kitchenware at you. You know, it's like... Oh, the king of... king of what? You! Oh, well, I thought we were a socialistic, self-governing body of... with the, you know... Yeah. Right, you said you would look at something. What does he want then? What have I not given him? The text. I thought I'd given him the text. I haven't got the text anymore. Have I broken this quest? I do not have the text. I've got a bottle. I'm sure I traded him the text earlier on. At the beginning. Maybe. It ain't in that bag, and I don't remember putting it in any bag. Oh, have I... Oh, I crashed, didn't I? Right, hang on then. Just see if it's being weird. The start of life of Brian is about no size. Okay. I just remembered that some of the observational stuff is brilliant. How people get carried away with things and little, like 3 different religions start because of a shoe. He kicks off a shoe by accident. Lulzia, the new GPU holding up. Yeah, definitely. Definitely worth the upgrade. Absolutely. It means I can now enjoy games like Cyberpunk and have them look as they were intended to be, and all the rest of it. And my God, they do look good. Okay, it's not miraculously appeared. Have I managed to delete the note then? The only thing I've got to give him is the Red Hat mixture. How have I not got the note? I don't get it. I've not deleted anything from my inventory, but it's not in my inventory. Did I trade it to him earlier on and it didn't come back to me? No, that was the Adonis quest. Maybe. He wants to see the text, but I've only just picked this mission up. So I couldn't have had the note then, I don't think. Unless I did get this mission with the... I'm going to have to look in the bank. Check item assistant. Well, I would if I'd actually done more than just install it. I installed it, did the old engine upgrade, and then called it a day. If I already had the note from the other day, like last week, and I'd put it in a bag, then when the mission evaporated, I would have thought the note would, but it may not have done. And him giving me the note again, it would have said, unique, and poofed it then, and I didn't notice. I don't know. I'm not sure what's gone on here. Something. Yeah, I know I should do item assistant, but you've got to go and click through every single bag on every single character, which for me would take a day. A solid day. I have so many bags on so many characters. It would be kind of nuts. Letter, it's not that. That's from the brain quest. I think I've just managed to delete it or something. Or I had it, and then the quest evaporated, and when he tried to give it me again, they both disappeared or black holed. I'm not sure. Or I handed him the note earlier on. I've got a horrible feeling the only way to do this is delete the mission and talk to the NPC again. I don't think you can fix it otherwise. Damn. Because otherwise the first guy we talk to won't talk to me, kind of thing. Right, we'll go try talking to the guy near the hecklers again. I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to have to do the whole thing again. Fail. All the fail. But I can't think of a way to get her. Once a quest breaks like that, you're halfway through and you haven't got the item needed. It was pointless trying to petition because, you know, it'll be level 220 before you get an answer. Sorry, but it's true. The only thing you can really do is delete the quest and try and grab it again. It's night time again. I am convinced the nights are longer than the days in this game, whether on Rubicar or Shadowlands. I'm convinced the nights are longer than the days. It's always winter time. We never get days longer than the nights. It's always dark. It seems. I don't know. Kind of feels that way to me. I mean, yeah. What does everybody else think? Or has anyone actually timed it? The interesting thing to do, sit a tune down in the middle of somewhere and record it through an entire day-night cycle and just see. Yeah, it's hardly ever daytime in Old Athen. It's weird, isn't it? And then the times that it is, it looks glorious. And you're like, can we, you know, can we have more daylight, please? I've got nothing more to offer you. I'll have to talk to the one in Ripwell first again. That's the beginning of the chain. Before hitting 150. Yeah. Especially with the new engine and the shadows, and yeah, it definitely looks a gazillion times better than it does at night. At night, it's just murky. But, you know, like Cyberpunk, because you've got, with ray tracing on at night, it just looks amazing. Because you've got all the reflections and neon signs and such everywhere. It just looks... It's like, oh, I'm in Blade Runner. You know, like, literally that. It's amazing. Oh, and if I turn ray tracing off, I get like 60 frames solid with everything else really high. If I put it on, it dips and down, it goes up and down a bit. Well, I can put up with that in that game for how much, you know, as soon as you see the game with it, you just don't want to play the game without it. It's hard to explain, but my God, yeah, it looks good. I think it's this guy. You look tired, that was it. Okay. That said, I did like half a dozen playthroughs of Cyberpunk on a 980. I'm pretty much in potato mode. And graphically, even in potato mode, it still looked, you know, kind of as good as like Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Graphically. But you could run Mankind Divided at, you know, pretty high settings. And then for The Witcher 3, I installed a massive texture pack because I've now got 12 gigabytes of VRAM. So it's, even at 1440p, you're just not going to run out of VRAM. Is that a timed mission? Well, it has a timer, yeah. You have to do it within a certain amount of time. And I'm wondering that as well. Was it... This guy gives you the scribbled note thing, doesn't he? This is who gives you this bit. Right, now he'll talk to me because I've talked to that guy. Need a sleeping draft. Will you get this for me? Yes. Timing is crucial here. Do you really think you can do it? Yes! Right, there we go. "14 minutes. It probably timed out because the pigging thing wouldn't drop. That's my guess. We spent ages trying to get that stupid drop from the rafter, didn't we? Do you think maybe that's what it was? We just timed out? Because 14 minutes ain't long, especially when you're faffing around, waiting for whatever, you know? Volpoo, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, sir. Ordinarily, I would have saved in this garden and then used the garden to get there a bit faster. Key item just deletes if it's not done on time, yeah. Another guy was trying to stay out for 20 minutes. Try a different dungeon. You know, a more obscure one that's further out of the way. There's a ton of statics that people never ever go to. Right, I've got 13 minutes. I can see the timer there. Where's my waypointer? Wait, what? This isn't that mission. This is the Archibald mission. And I think that's the red medicine. You logged at my laptop. No, I'm going to try again tonight when the European players are sleeping. Might be an idea, yeah. Like 5 hours from now, probably be very few Euro players on. This is a different mission he's given me here. This is not the same thing. This was the one we did earlier on, but I never came back, did I? I did the red hat mushroom thing. Oh, not sure now. What? Might have to wiki walk it and go look on the AO universe. Give me the... Can you help me? I think this is the medicine I was meant to run back with. But it won't trigger unless I repeat it. Okay. Bring the red hat spores with you to the one with the graceful neck. So that's the one we were just at. So this is one that I cocked up before, I think. Might have lost the shades of grey because I've got the Divine Teardrops ring from him. So I don't know. It's being weird. No, it's this one. Whoop. Yeah, you don't want to fall off when you're down here. You don't want to lag when you're on this. Oh, God. Hecklers! Going to die. For fluff's sake. Didn't lose XP, but lost my patience. Need to do all that rebuffing again. Lower level toons are fun, but they need a lot of outside buffs, I think, most of the time. Trader doesn't need buffs. Yeah, hack and quack, faster than your shadow, RRFE, riot control, composite infuses. There's a few things. All help. RRFE SL, yeah, that would be nice. Alright, how long have I got left on this stupid thing now? Urgent mixture. I can probably still do it. 12 minutes. To try and run to that guy and not get aggroed. We can try. We can try. Maybe I'll go a different way. But even standing there talking to him can pull hecklers to you. Team Grid Space Freedom works... Well, it's not Team Grid Space Freedom, is it? It's Shadow Step or whatever. Or is there a different thing? So if someone casts Grid Space Freedom Team, it carries on working in Shadowlands, does it? Fastening your Shadow's good, but it's 250 run speed versus Grid Space, which is 700 and something. No, it is noticeably different, but... And also, Grid Space has got the evades and stuff on it. I didn't know that. Team Grid Space Freedom works in Shadowlands. Never known that before. Is that a new thing? I don't ever remember it being a thing. I'm not saying it isn't a thing. I'm just saying I've never known it. Blessed by Shadow. Please no hecklers. Hecklers, no. Leave it. I have the spores. You already have this Red Hat mixture. Now run north and take it to the Yuttons. So that was one quest that had timed out. Blessed by Shadow is an evade buff. I can't remember now. Faster than your Shadow is a run buff from a shade that can be given to others at close range. But now lasts 4 hours, etc., and works everywhere. It's an evade buff for the fixer. Yeah, but you have to be... It's a short buff, isn't it? Or that's not 4 hours now, is it? I know a load of nanos got changed, but I don't remember that. I know people team with max level keepers while they buff up and get the blockers and the auras and stuff for 20 minutes and then run into Temple of the Three Winds just and kill everything. That's quite funny. Still got 13 minutes. I think it resets the timer every time you complete a stage. I have the sleeping draft. Bluetooth. I have the sleeping draft you asked for. Wait, what? Okay, that's balked. I can help you. What do you need? Deliver an ancient text. This is the one to go back to Shades of Grey. Has this got that? 10 hours, so there's no way that timed out. Yeah, 4 hour duration for the fixer. But if you leave the fixer's team, it doesn't last that long on you. And yeah, 201. 201, 205, yeah, something like that. But the last time I played my fix, I remember it would work, but then when you left team from the fixer, it would run on for 5-10 minutes, and then it would run out. It didn't last long. It's not. I mean, would you rather 820 run speed for whatever 5-10 minutes, or 250 for 4 hours? It's depends what you're doing, really, I guess. Most of the fixers' top buffs are 205, I think. Even higher, I think, for the max NCU one, isn't it? Yeah, it's refreshed every 10 minutes, and if it's not refreshed, it just stops. Enfro. Who's that? I've been ninja buffeted. I've been stream sniped with buffs. He's chasing after me like, you have buff. Right, let's see what the hell happens with this note then. Maybe I pulled this mission and deleted the note at some point then. It's kind of weird. Unfortunately, I think it means we got to do all the BS again with Shades of Grey. Emp can make you immortal here if he spams. Yeah. Constant thing. I'm on my 170 for Heck Escort. Yeah. Well, we got battered. The first time, I had all my outside buffs, so I had, Adol Death, and I managed to drain up quickly and have enough nano skill to calm them all. So it was, like, survivable, but only just. There's no hex where we're going now, though. Come on, giddy up that hill. Fail. Fail that jump. Okay. I'm wondering, did I pick this mission up and then delete it? I can't. I just don't know why I would delete the note, or I haven't got it. Wait. You already have this unique item, ancient text. No, I don't. We just been through all the bags and it ain't there. I went through all the bags in the bank and it wasn't in there either. God damn it. You already have this item. I bloody don't have it. We went through all of it, I'm sure. Right. Bag number 1. No. I'm going to stack them somewhere else. Bag number 2. No. Bag number 3. Nope. No papery things of any kind. Nope, not in bag 4. It's saying I've got it. I ain't seeing it. But we did all this. We looked through all these bags, and unless I just didn't open the right one, which I don't really believe, it wasn't there. Oh yeah, if you've got an item in the bank, the game recognizes you as having that item. Letter, that's not it. That's from the Adonis quest. Not connected in any way. Different quest line and everything. These were the bags from Vulpu last night. I don't think I put it in there. I think it black holed when I crashed earlier on. It's not in any slot in my inventory. Won't be using those or that. Unless I've got hidden hole in my inventory. That can happen. No, it's bugged. That's never going to get finished. Overflow. I don't think so. I really don't think so, because I only got the mission. I had space when I got the mission. And I've zoned, you know, a gazillion times since then. We died, come back, you know, whatever. Oh no, you can easily create an overflow. Easiest way is mission key dupe. No, trying to loot just says inventory full. You've got to force the overflow by creating something in the inventory. Be it a mission reward or something like that. So if you complete a reward that has a item as a reward, that will do it. There you go, there's my overflow. It's not there. That's the fastest, easiest way to do it. Roll any mission, doesn't matter, and keep duplicating keys. See, now I've got 2 things in. That's a quick way to open your overflow. So yeah, it's black holed. I think it maybe disappeared when the game just suddenly crashed. And it's just black holed, but the game database still has me flagged as having the item. Yeah, you need a GM to unflag you as having the item. But it's not that big a deal. What was the reward for that mission just before I delete it? Perfected? Nah. It was something valuable. I was going, oh! It'd be sod's law, wouldn't it? Yeah, we were only doing that quest for the spec books. And I can just go get them anyway. Just go kill a bunch of mobs at the temple. It's a shame, but yeah, that's definitely bugged. I think maybe it just black holed when I was when I crashed for who knows what reason. Is anybody else streaming Anarchy online? Let's have a look. We're at 10 o'clock at night here. There's me. Jambino's life. No, there isn't. Anyone we know streaming? Not really. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, gone ticket is kind of like lost cause, really. For, you know, for something like that. It takes so long to get fixed, it's just... Never mind. It's not the end of the world. I'm not gonna get all wound up by it. There's no point. Yeah, we'll leave it there, I think, everyone. So, thank you all for coming along to the stream. I'll be back tomorrow. There is no alien event tomorrow. But we'll find something interesting to do. So, thank you all. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the resubs, the fresh subs, the new follows. And I will see you all for the next one. Okay, folks. Bye for now. Miyabi, Carl, I just want to say your enthusiasm for this game is so happy. Oh, well, thank you. Goodbye, all.